Talking speed and flair, safe Chrysler. The U.S. car maker is set to unveil a new long-term strategy next week. Well, with us now this morning is the auto industry consultant Dennis Virag, live from Toledo, Ohio. Good morning to you, Dennis. Now, I think the great unknown is possibly how can Fiat actually market their smaller European cars to such a big country?
Well, that's correct. Fiat has a fleet of small, fuel-efficient vehicles, but when you look at vehicle sales in the U.S., consumers typically do not buy the smallest, most fuel-efficient vehicles. They buy mid-sized to larger-sized vehicles. So it's going to be a real question mark whether or not the product that Fiat introduces in the U.S. will be acceptable to the U.S. consumer.
Okay, well, Dennis, though, we have seen the U.S. consumers' appetite for large and small vehicles wax and wane over the years. We had the land yachts of the 1970s. Then we went down to small cars like the Plymouth Horizon. Okay, when oil prices went back down, we saw cars like the Hummer, or trucks, let's say, like the Hummer emerge. But surely, with oil prices at $80 and headed higher, that's what people say, won't we see some appetite for these small cars return?
Well, the term small is relative. We do buy small cars in the U.S., but our small cars are actually mid-sized cars if you look at sales of vehicles in, say, like Europe or Japan. So, yes, U.S. consumers are buying smaller cars. They are buying more fuel-efficient vehicles, but our small cars, again, are more in terms of mid-sized vehicles in Europe and in Asia.
Dennis, are we going to have to see new products come out from this Fiat-Chrysler merger? I mean, I just don't see, frankly, the Fiat 500 on your big roads over here.
Well, we are going to see, have to see new product introduced by Fiat. You know, more of the mid-size to larger vehicles. But the real question with Chrysler today is, will it survive 2 years so that the new product could be introduced by Fiat? Chrysler has a very, very limited fleet of vehicles. They're poor quality. They are not doing well in the marketplace. And Chrysler Corporation is going to need a ton of money to survive over the next year or two.